Hey, what's up everybody? This is your boy One Gun here, and today I'm just going to talk about the updates for my robot that I'm working on in Blender. I'm always constantly getting questions about you know, models. People ask me, can I like get a model? I like that model, whatever. And think about it, it's like most of the models I have, I can't really give away because where I get those models from is well, where I get those models from, I have to buy them. And when you go to DAS and Turbo Squid and stuff like that, they have a terms of service to not redistribute their stuff. So I said I'm going to start projects where I make stuff and put them up somewhere where people can get their hands on them. And this is one of the projects that I'm working on. It's just a huge robot. I started working on this like last week, and I started working on him, and I didn't have that. He looked totally different than what he looks now. That's not it. I need to get my pictures. Where are my pictures at? Let me see. Explore out. And here it is. So as soon as I find the pictures of the robot, okay, so we got this one right here. So this is what I started out with. I started out with this robot with that head as a stand-in, with the arms and stuff like that, and his legs a little smoother, and I just didn't like the way this was working out. So let me see, get a better picture. Okay, this is the same robot. I changed his arms and stuff around, but I still wasn't at a point to where I was happy with his neck and his torso right here. This was all kind of lame looking right there. This is beginning to look something like I like. I mean, I kind of like the way I redid his head, look like a samurai mask. Put some horns coming out of his head, and I just started getting really wicked with the face. Now I'm going to take this inside of ZBrush to put some more detail into his chest. I'm just going as far as I can. I like to go with the character itself. So let's see. So here's a front view of him. Not much changed. I might add back in. I might redo his joints right here in his arm. You should check out his shoulder pads. I gotta put some detail right here where his it's like the clavicle or whatever. In robots, in human beings, the clavicle is different than what it would be in a robot, because a robot is more mechanical, so it wouldn't probably have a clavicle. It'll just probably have some joint that represents a clavicle. So I put some detail in his neck right here. I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna get back to his head when I get into ZBrush and start putting make his face look more like plated armor, like a master look. Put some more detail into his teeth, maybe add some more. And yeah, the rib, this section right here, the rib cage and everything, I really got some detail in there in the rib cage. And let's see, I think that's it right there. And here it is. This is my robot. I'm still working on his arms right here. You see, he's got a little open spot right here. We're gonna put some probably a gun, some type of gun or weapon in there. Not sure. I have not worked on his legs, the bottom part of his legs. I just got them like made. I gotta go back here and like fix this right here, like pull this down. I'm gonna redo his feet to where it matches the rest of his body. You see, everything on his body isn't really sharp or pointy edges, like his feet are. These feet are just placeholders right now for when I do make the feet. sort of hands. The hands are just placeholders right now. And then I'm just gonna delete these hands, just make some fresh new ones. I'm trying to make some claws for his fingers, some nice little claws and stuff for it, and get to his back and give his back and his hip a little bit more detail back there. And like I said, a lot of this stuff can be done inside of ZBrush, or it can be done inside here because you can sculpt inside here too. But I decided just to do as much as I can, and then just take it over to ZBrush, because ZBrush just works it's just better at doing this. Like I said, I might add those discs back to his arm right here. I don't know. Don't know what I'm gonna do with his joints, but I gotta figure out something for him, for his arm joints right here. Might have an idea on something to do, but this is what I got for now. I also got some other stuff I might add to him, like things like this, like this belt here that can detach. And I was thinking about like having it detach and do something like turn into like a jet plane or something like that, or something, or some type of weapon. Maybe something like a boomerang or something. Not boomerang. What's the name of that damn thing? Crossbow, not crossbow. A bow. It'll turn into a bow. Like this part detach and transform into a bow, and he uses a special bow attack or whatever. I think that'd be cool for that, you know. Get this back into place where it was. There you go. So that's yeah, and probably do some more detail. This is kind of a flat area. Probably add some more booster rockets back here. I got one vent, and probably put some rockets right here that pop out of his back, and he can fly off or something like that. And this section right here, I'm going to make into the cockpit, to where you actually have a cockpit coming out of the chest, and you see the guy, whoever's flying a robot, you know, you can see him in there, you know, and then it goes back in. For the reason why I'm making this too is because I have yet to see a decent Gundam-esque type Robotech / robot that fully functions inside of either iClone or Dash 3D. And the way I'm making our robot is the way you know, you will model an iClone figure, to where you could take this character straight into 3D Exchange and be able to characterize it right off the bat without without having no issues with the bones, you know. So I'm very worried that, you know, once I get this rigged up and colored, and I have not figured out the colors yet, but maybe you guys out there can probably suggest some type of color scheme for them, you know. But let me show you some other stuff about them, cool stuff about them. Let me see right here. Let me turn this off on his chest. As you can see, it's let's see, to go to tab. All right, so this robot is like 1,000, like 1,200 faces. You know, I'm trying to keep it as low poly as I can, because when I get inside of iClone, I want to be able to to use it. You know, I want not be able to use it, but have other stuff in the scene too to use along with it. That's the problem I have with robots that I've bought over the years from Daz and Renderosity and Turbo Squid, is that some of them are just, a lot of the good looking ones are just really high poly. So I'm just going to detail them out, and then after I finish detailing them out, I'm going to take them into ZBrush, and then high res them as far as I can, and then put additional detail on top of this. This detail ain't nothing, you know. When I start putting the lines in his face and start making the plates and stuff to make it look more like a robot, it's gonna look really nice. I've been thinking of ways to do this, how to actually do this robot, And the best way to do it is the way I'm doing it now, which all I have to do is just take the disengage these two things right here, I believe, and then it goes down to a very low poly robot. This is what it looks like at its 1200. Is it 1200 faces? And when I take this over into ZBrush, I would just up the resolution and then make a copy of this robot, and then take it over to ZBrush and take the two copies, or I just copy it over in ZBrush and make one high res and then put all the detail in it, and then take the two models into X normal, and then get the what the frick it's called, get the normal map made, and then the normal map will actually put the detail back into the character. Or do I do that? I think I do that in, yeah, that's right. So that's about right. So that's all I want to show you all. I hope you all enjoy this little show I put on, and I'm gonna try to have this thing finished real soon. All right, so this is One Gun Sean, and I am signing out.